It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Giants on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. And, CD, you look at the Giants in our ball game here. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. This seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that what coaches call want to.
2 teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Looking to throw. Foster. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 80 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Foster from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Foster. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Foster. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. Oh, one more time. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go. Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Shoves him aside. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Good footwork at the 30. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on a Giants touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them wiggly, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
I'm trying to forget about that pick six last time out.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
What was that, Russ?
That one whistled against the big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought, that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 3 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Foster throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Foster now to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Foster from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Foster on first down. It's caught. Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. For this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
This is Foreman, draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Giants on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Foster. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but They need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Wiggles free. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too, converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Foster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Foster to throw on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Foster looking to throw on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Foster now on third down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off with an AFC matchup. The New York Jets on the road at Tennessee. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the second quarter. The Jets were winners last week, so they're trying to start their campaign at 2-0. We'll stay in the AFC.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. On third down, it's Page. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Foster. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down save.
Well, when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out right at the 25. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Foster. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Foster. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Foster from the gun on 3rd down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Foster throwing after the interception. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Foster steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Foster to throw. To throw on 2nd down. He'll go underneath with it. That's complete to his running back. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Here's Foster looking to throw on 2nd down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of 4.
Looking to throw. Foster. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage without loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And they'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Foster now to throw on 2nd down. And Foster loses the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. And what a big-time play there. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Second and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a dump off here, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now Foster. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And Foster loses the football. It's out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Foster throwing on 3rd and long. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Giants, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.